Say, this is quite a place you have here.
Yes, yes. Let me show you round. Snakes and ladders. An English game, you wouldn't know it. You see, if you land at the foot of the ladder, you climb up to the top. But if you land on the head of a snake, you slide all the way down again. Funny thing, I always preferred sliding down the snakes to climbing up the ladders. You're a doctor of psychology. You ought to know the answer to that.
Maybe you're a good loser.
I'm not, you know. Not a bit. Just how much do you know about this book that you're after?
Not very much, only that Professor Harrington referred to it in his notes.
A remarkable work. The few men that really understood it learned many strange and terrifying secrets.
Only a few? Is it that hard to understand?
I spent my life trying to decipher it. The ancient sorcerers who wrote it knew their information was far too valuable to entrust to any known language.
I didn't realize what I was asking for.
You don't believe in witchcraft?
Do you?
Do I believe in witchcraft? What kind of witchcraft? The legendary witch that rides on the imaginary broom, the hex that tortures the thoughts of the victim, the pin stuck in the image that wastes away the mind and the body.
Also imaginary.
But where does imagination end and reality begin? What is this twilight, this half-world of the mind that you profess to know so much about? How can we differentiate between the powers of darkness and the powers of the mind? Oh, how terrifying. Ah, what do I see here? Yes, some chocolate, I do believe. And there as well. Here we are.
Gosh, chocolate!
Wonderful, aren't they? If only we grown-ups could preserve their capacity for simple joys and simple belief.
I see you practice white magic as well as black.
Oh, yes. I don't think it'll be too amusing for the youngsters if I conjured up a demon from hell for them. Or for myself, for that matter. As we're not protected by the magic circle, we'd both of us be torn to shreds.
And you'd spoil the party.
You're so right. But how to prove my point? Ah, yes. Yes. There. It's done.
What is?
A magician doesn't like to expose his magic, black or white. They probably went round by the back.
I didn't know you had cyclones in England.
We don't. You probably could use a drink.
Perfect host.
This way. I'm sorry, I miscalculated. The wind's stronger than I expected. Much too much.
You're talking in riddles.
To prove my point, a medieval witch's specialty, a windstorm.
Take my professional advice and stick to rabbits and puppy dogs.
You think I'm mad? Unfortunately, you won't be able to explain away your death on the 28th of this month so easily with my prediction of it at this moment.
You're really serious, aren't you?
You will die, as I said, at 10 o'clock on the 28th of this month. Your time allowed is just 3 days from now.
My time allowed. Oh, yes, your trick with the card. Very good, too.
I'm sorry you remain so skeptical. But as the time gets closer, mental disintegration will set in. First, weakness and unsureness, and then horror as the fear of what is behind you grips your heart. Because it's there, Dr. Holden. It's there. It has been from the moment we met in the museum.
You actually believe this nonsense?
I asked you to drop this ridiculous investigation. Perhaps you will before it's too late.
Well, it's nice to know that I do have a way out, Mr. Karswell.
The choice is yours.